Greetings, fellow citizens. Today I would like to talk about why Microsoft customer service sucks. I was always told that Microsoft customer service was really crappy and that they didn't really care about your customers and it was really hard to contact them, but I really didn't believe anybody until just recently when I actually had to contact Microsoft customer support. For those of you who don't know, I recently just listed my Xbox 360 Slim on eBay today. Little did I know, though, is that I would actually have to contact Microsoft customer support by phone in order to cancel my Xbox Live subscription. Now, if we sit back and examine this is really illogical because if you're paying for something, you should be able to go to www.xbox.com, log into your account, and cancel your MasterCard or credit card subscription through their website, through their service, and end your Xbox Live subscription. However, this was not the case. It was also very inconvenient having to call their Xbox Line support line because, number one, I stood on the line for over 2 hours on the phone trying to get a hold of them. So yesterday I called Xbox Live support because obviously I want to end my Xbox Live subscription, which allows me to play games online with their Xbox 360. That said, my first call to Microsoft lasted about 30 minutes and I just sat on the phone waiting for someone to eventually pick up the phone and talk to me while I listened to Japanese, Chinese, or Mexican music play in the background. Sadly, I ran out of patience, and after 30 minutes, I just ended the call because I didn't feel like waiting. After my first call to Microsoft, I waited about an hour and called about 2 in the afternoon, and I got the same darn result. I was sitting on the phone line, waiting for someone to pick up my phone because I wanted to cancel my Xbox Live subscription, and guess what? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I sat on the phone again, my second time, listening to weird music that was switched between Vietnamese/Mexican music, and I'm not making this up. The music was Mexican, then it was Chinese. They weren't even speaking English or singing English at all. So I waited again for another 30 minutes, and with no luck, no one took my phone call, and again, I lost patience, so I hung up the phone. So I said to myself, okay, I'll wait again and try a little bit later. So again, I waited additional 2 hours, so it was about 4-ish, almost 5-ish in the evening. I call a third time and I get the same freaking result. Music in the background and I don't get a hold of anybody. This was very infuriating and it made me even believe even stronger that maybe Microsoft is out to get my money because they won't take my call so I can end my subscription. And I mean, if their customer service is that crappy, that's a good way. They get someone on their Xbox Live service plan, and because you can't cancel it through the internet, which is absurd, they make you try to call their line, which you can never get a hold of in the first place. To me, I think that's a great way to make money. Get someone to sign up for your product and then you won't ever answer the phone for someone who wants to cancel their subscription fees. Technically, that could work. Now I'm on to day 2 and I still have not canceled my Xbox Live subscription. So, you know, I'm really impatient right now. So I call again. I get the same result. Again, for my third freaking time. Music in the background, and I don't get a hold of anybody. Now, right now, I'm really upset because, number one, they charged me for February, and I wanted to end my thing before February, and I could not get a hold of them. So I said to myself, this is going to be my last time calling them, or else I'm going to go down to BECU, which is my bank, and I'm going to sign one of those forms where I can actually set it up so Microsoft will be blocked from taking funds out of my account. That I really did not want to do that because that takes time and effort and I have to drive all the way down to the bank and sign a bunch of paperwork, and I really don't feel like doing that, but I was about prepared to do that if I had to. So I call a 4th time on the 2nd day. During this time, I was about 10 minutes on the phone, still waiting, and music was playing in the background, and I figured that I probably wouldn't get a hold of anyone just like last time. So I went to the bathroom, and what do you know? Right when I sit down, they pick up the phone and address me as sir, which is really, no one should address me as sir. I'm 19 years old. Do I look like a sir? No, I don't look like a sir. They address me as sir, and they ask me what I want. I then proceed to tell them that I would like to cancel my Xbox Live subscription. Now, when I said this, the man went completely silent. In about 5 seconds, responded to me by saying, "Sir, that's a really shame. Is there any reason why you want to stop your Xbox Live subscription?" Now, not being able to get a hold of them within almost 2 days and all my frequent calling and line waiting on the phone, I was a little frustrated. So when he asked that question, I responded very bluntly by saying, Yeah, there is actually. I'm switching to PSN, PlayStation Network, because their online gaming service is free. I find it extremely illogical that I buy a $300 console from you people, Microsoft, then I buy a $60 game, and on top of that $60 game, I have to pay monthly to play online. That should not be the case. That's one of the reasons why I consider myself a PC gamer, is because I can buy a computer or build my own computer, buy a game, play it, and it's free to play online unless it's WoW or some type of RPG for the most part. But most PC games and even PlayStation Network games, they're completely free to play online. And I don't think that a product such as you, Microsoft, should be charging people on top of the console, on top of the game, and then have to charge me monthly to play. I told this Microsoft employee all this on the phone directly towards him, and I was very blunt and forward while saying that. After I said that, the man then proceeded to tell me why PlayStation Network is not as good as Microsoft. Now this is where the fun began, because this actually turned into a debate between the Microsoft employee serving me, the customer. It turned into a debate between whether Microsoft or else the Sony PlayStation 3, which one is better. After I told the employee this, there was a little bit of awkward silence on the phone, and then he proceeded to tell me why Microsoft serves their customers better than PSN. I then responded to him by saying that's a pile of crap, because I've been trying to get a hold of you guys the past 2 days, and I've ended up spent over 2 hours waiting on a phone line just to cancel my Xbox Live subscription. This is where the debate starts. The discussion goes back between the Microsoft employee and me, and we're going back and he's telling me why I should reconsider and stay with Microsoft. And I'm telling him all the reasons why I don't want to reconsider and want to go with PSN. And I really destroyed him when I mentioned this. I said this, "Sir, I'm not interested in reconsidering with Microsoft because number one, your customer service is what I deal with is crap, and the fact that you're trying to argue and make me reconsider is making me very infuriated. Your Xbox does not support Blu-ray, and I have a Blu-ray collection in my room, something that your Microsoft does not have. Plus, your HD DVD war, Microsoft lost HD DVD. Hence, even stronger argument why I want PlayStation, because they have Blu-ray and you do not." After this, there was even more awkward silence between the Microsoft employee and me. Microsoft employee then proceeded to tell me, and this is the real kicker, my friends, "Well, you do know that Microsoft has never been hacked before, and we have private servers on Xbox Live, and we've never been hacked, unlike the PlayStation Network, which gets hacked all the time by people." Now, at this point, I actually started laughing at the phone. What? Microsoft has never been hacked? Are you freaking serious? This Microsoft employee needs to be fired. I couldn't believe he actually said that, and I was on the phone laughing at him that he actually had the veracity to tell me that Microsoft has never been hacked. Don't get me wrong, I love Windows 7, but Windows Vista and Windows 7, they have had their hacks, they've had their cracks. What this Microsoft employee told me was absolute bullcrap, and I refuted him then again by saying that that's not true, and then I even pulled up a source on the internet really quickly to refute that claim he made. All in all, Microsoft customer service really sucks and really infuriated me at the fact that he couldn't just have my answer, because I originally told him that I just want to stop my Xbox Live subscription, which then led into the whole discussion on why I should reconsider and still stay with Microsoft. And personally, that made me really upset. And that's one of the reasons why I was so blunt with this man and so direct, and actually I argued back with him. But to end the story, yes, I did get my Xbox Live subscription canceled, thankfully. You know, after the whole debate, I was wondering to myself, you know, I'm debating with this guy over PlayStation 3 versus Xbox 360. I wonder if he's still going to be willing to cancel my account. Hopefully he did. He said he did, but we'll see at the end of the month if I get charged again. And if this is the case, I will drive down to Microsoft and pull a bazooka and blow up their building. Well, I just want to reiterate is that Microsoft customer service does in fact suck. I never believed it until I actually had to experience it. So if you guys think that there's any truth to this video and what I'm talking about, thumbs up the video, and if you think what I'm saying is a pile of crap, by all means, dislike the video. And again, Microsoft customer service really sucks. And if you don't believe me, just try to get a hold of them. I mean, seriously guys, why should you have to pay monthly when you pay $300 for a console, $60 for a game, and then you have to pay monthly to play the game online? That to me seems like they're whorish for money.